Hello, and welcome to my Pecha today. Today, I will tell a story, and I hope that you will agree with me that Greece, ancient Greece, was one of the most greatest places on the earth at its time. Among the great city-states of Greece, there were none more popular and regal as the city of Athens, Thebes, Corinth, Sparta, and Delphi. These were the greater hubs of Greece. The first of these great many city-states was Athens, named for the goddess of wisdom Athena. Athens was the crowning jewel of Greece as it was its capital. Athens was also a great pole for many thinkers and minds of their time. Athens had many great monuments, including the Acropolis and the Temple of Athena, which saw a lot of visitors during its time. The Temple of Athena has now been rebuilt in the United States. Not everyone knows. The second of these city-states, Sparta, was a very warlike country, attributed to its patron's god being Ares, the god of war. The Spartans lived quite differently from the Athenians. Now, the city-state of Sparta was so warlike that most of the time, their people, instead of thinking like the Athenians, would take on warlike tasks like fighting, hunting, and scavenging. Oftentimes, they would go to war with the city-state of Athens. The third of these great city-states was the city of Delphi. The city of Delphi was home to also a great many thinkers. It was also the home of the Pythia, the oracle of the god Apollo. The Pythia was a quite interesting member of the Greek world. It was said that when the Pythia gave a prophecy, it was usually going to come true. So prophecies were able to turn the tides of war, the ways of thinking, and all sorts of diplomacy. The time of ancient Greece was not just a time for thinkers. It was also the time of the great heroes of mythology. Heroes who would go out and search for adventure, even if it meant their death or dismemberment. Great heroes. The great heroes of the ancient Greece were many, but I will go over a few with you today, as going through all the heroes would probably take a long time, and there would be too many, and I would probably skip out on a lot of them. The first hero I'd like to go over with you today is Achilles. When Achilles was born, his mother tried to give him immortality by dipping him in the river Styx. This didn't work, however, as she had dipped him by the heel of his foot. This gave him a weakness, known as his Achilles heel, and whoever shall hit him there will always be victorious. The next great hero I'd like to talk about is Perseus. Perseus is most well known for slaying the snake-haired Gorgon Medusa, a beast which was said to be able to turn anyone to stone just by a single gaze into her eyes. The next great hero I will talk about is the mighty Hercules. Hercules, much like Perseus, was born to Zeus. However, hated by Hera, he was given many tasks in his life that she thought would be impossible. However, what made Hercules famous is that he would complete each one of them without fail. The last hero I would like to go over today is Alexander the Great of Macedonia. Alexander was a great and brilliant tactician, so when he led his troops and warriors against the rest of the known world, he was able to conquer it with great ease. Ancient Greece was not only a time of great thinkers and heroes, but it was also a time of the Olympian gods. It is said that Olympus was built after the fall of the old gods, defeated by the new gods of the time. Zeus, said to be king of the gods, lived atop Mount Olympus, had two brothers, Poseidon and Hades. In battle, Zeus would throw and hurl his mighty lightning bolts, forged for him by the forge master Hephaestus. Next, we have Poseidon, king of the seas, storms, and father to horses. Poseidon is considered to be one of the most temperamental of the Greek gods. As such, he would send storms against those who would anger him, upset him, and would oftentimes cause undersea earthquakes. The last of these gods that I will talk about today is the Lord of the Dead, Hades. Hades, unlike the two of his brothers, had to rule the underworld and watch over the dead that came through. As these dead came through, he would send them to their forms of punishment, be it Asphodel or the Fields of Punishment. And this is why I am inclined to believe the Bronze Age of ancient Greece was one of the greatest times to ever happen, because of all the ways to become famous, just from saving lives, being born into different families, or even great deeds of heroism. None of the images in this presentation belong to me, and I would like to thank you for taking your time out of your day to hopefully enjoy my Pecha. I know I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope that you, the viewer, had a lot of fun watching it just as much.